Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to go through the product of a trinomial and a binomial. So here we have a sum 3a minus 2 multiplied by 2a squared minus 3ab plus 4b squared. So what we do is we take each term in the binomial and multiply it by each term in the trinomial. So there are two ways you could do it. I prefer that if you're starting out for the first time and you haven't done this before, I would suggest that you split it up. So we're going to take our binomial and take the first term in the binomial and multiply it by the trinomial, each term in the trinomial. Okay, then we're going to take the second term in the binomial, which is minus 2, and we're going to multiply it by each term inside of the trinomial. Okay, so let me just check that I've written everything out correctly. Right, so we've got 2a squared minus 3ab plus 4b squared. Okay, everything's fine. Now we're going to multiply out. So we use the distributive law here, and we're just going to multiply out each term. Okay, and the same in the second one. Okay, so here we're going to go 3 times 2 is 6, and a times a squared is a cubed. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, a times a squared, b. 3 times 4 is 12, a, b squared, a, b squared. Then we go to the second part. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4, a squared. A negative times a negative, positive. 2 times 3 is 6, a, b. A negative times a positive, it will give me a negative. 2 times 4 is 8. And here we have b squared. The next step is to look at your final answer and check to see if you have any like terms that you could add together. And in this case, we do not have any like terms, so this would be your final answer. Let's look at another example, number 2. Here we have 5a plus 2 times 25 a squared minus 10a plus 4. Okay, so now I'd use another method. If you don't want to write it out, you basically can go 5a times 25a squared, and that would give me 125 a cubed, and then we go 5a times negative 10a, and that would give me negative 50a squared. And then the next one would be 5a times 4. That would give me 20a. Then we work it underneath with the second term, multiplying the second term of my binomial to each term in the trinomial. So 2 times 25a squared is plus 50a squared. Positive times a negative will give me a negative 20a. And then the last term is 2 times 4, which would give me 8. Now we go and we look at, are there any like terms that we can add together? And here we have negative 50a plus 50a, that cancels out, and 20a minus 20a. So we are left with 125a cubed plus 8. Okay, so all the terms have cancelled out and you're left with your first and your last term. Now we will look at another example. Here we have fractions. A half a minus a third b, and the next one is a quarter a squared minus 2 over 3 ab plus a half b squared. So we're going to start with, I think we'll split it up so that it makes it easier to work out. So here we're going to have a half a multiplied by a quarter a squared minus 2 over 3 ab plus a half b squared. Then we're going to take our second term of the binomial, which is a third b, and we're going to multiply it by each term inside the trinomial, which is a quarter a squared minus 2 over 3 ab plus a half b squared. Right, so here when you're multiplying by using your fractions, you're basically saying a half times a quarter. And remember, when we multiply across, so 1 times 1 is 1 over 2 times 4, which would give me 8. So in our first one, we're going to go a half times a quarter, which would give me 1 over 8 a cubed. Then we're going to go 1 times 2 is 2, so that's negative 2. 2 times 3 is 6, and I would simplify it in the next step. A times a squared, b. The next one is 1 times 1, which is 1 over 4, ab squared. Then we go minus 1 times 1 is 1 over 12 a squared b, and then a negative times a negative will give me a positive. 1 times 2 is 2 over 3 times 3 is 9 a b squared. A negative times a positive will give me a negative, and here we're going to have 1 times 1, which is 1 over 6 b cubed. Now we look at, do we have like terms? I'm just going to use a highlighter to identify. So here we have a squared b, so that's the first one. A squared b, that's the next one. And we have to add these like terms together. And here we have a quarter ab squared and 2 over 9 a squared b. Okay, so we have to add them together. Now, depending on whether you are allowed to use a calculator or not, I don't have a calculator on me, so I'm just going to work them out quickly. So if I have 2 over 6, and it's negative 2 over 6, minus 1 over 12, I would work out my lowest common denominator, which is 12. So I'm going to multiply by 2 here. 6 times what would give me 12 times 2 times 2. So here I have negative 4 minus 1, which would give me negative 5 over 12. So we're going to have negative 5 over 12 a squared b. Then we look at the next one. The next one is a quarter. So we're going to have a quarter plus 2 over 9. So the quickest way here, I'm just going to go 9 times 4, which would give me 36. And so we're going to go times 9 here, times 9 here. That will give me 9 plus 9 times 4 times 4. And that will give me 8. And so my answer here is going to be 17 over 36. 9 plus 8, which will give me 17. So my answer here is going to be plus 17 over 36 ab squared minus 1 over 6 b cubed. And that's the final answer. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it quite useful. Please follow me on my next video.